Hello friends and welcome back to the penultimate war of Season 8. We are ranked 21st in Platinum 3, close to the top. Today we're taking on R0516, which is the Rebels something or other, I can't remember. Alright, we're going in with the dynamic trio here, Blade, Void, Ghost Rider. Let's get right to it. Alright, so first up we have a Dupe Juggernaut. This is on the Poison, Bleed, Immune, Limber node. So I do have Danger Sense with Ghost Rider, so I'm going to go in with Blade, even though I won't be getting any of the bonus bleed damage. At least with Danger Sense, there's a decent chance that he will not proc Unstoppable on his special attacks. And I'm not really too worried about the no bleed damage because, the attack bonus is more than going to make up for it. So you see the special 2 just lays into him. And I know even this is an R3 and not a lot of health, not a lot of attack, but I still like to see their health drop down like that. So pull off a nice intercept and then finish them off, no problem. All right, next up is what do we got? A 6-star unduped Cosmic on the Plague Mine Corner, Power Start 1. This is a Gamora. And it took me a minute because I was not paying attention too much. You notice when I hit her here, I'm actually trying to bait out the special 1 at first because her special 2 is a little bit more tricky. And you notice she is gaining double power, and it took me a minute to realize that this person was running suicides, and that's where the power gain was coming from. So I push her over too, and now I'm in big trouble because I've almost pushed her to a special 3, and I'm too far to the left here, so I can't even hit into her block because I don't want to push her to the special 3. Luckily, she throws the special 2, and I'm able to dodge out of the way completely. Then she tosses a special 1, and taking that recoil damage really helped me out of a bind. This could have been a really, really bad ending to a fight, but instead I managed to escape by the skin of my teeth, for sure. Alright, next up is a Morningstar. Now, I way overthought this fight. So Morningstar has an ability with 1 soul, so when she's duped, where she will bleed you, 50% chance. That's reduced to something like 30-ish with Danger Sense. So I was fooling around with, should I put on like Coagulate, or will Willpower out-heal the damage? And in the end, I decided just to boost up like I normally do. And I think I popped like a regen boost because I had a bunch of them in my inventory. So I figured that would probably cover me. It's only a rank 4, and I would be kind of decreasing the frequency of buffet thanks to Danger Sense. And then I added a special boost on just for good measure. So as is sometimes the case in these fights, I'm not used to fighting this champ on this node. Just wanted to be extra sure. Then you can see I'm just melting her down, and the bleed damage is not significant at all. I think looks like I'm healing for 209-ish, and it's bleeding for about 227. So the bleed is actually not even damaging me very much at all. And thanks to the regen boost, I'm pretty much staying topped off. Meanwhile, she's already close to a third of her life. Other than that, just cycle the special 1. She's bleeding immune, so I'm not getting that, but I am getting the attack bonus from Danger Sense. So this person also has suicides on, so you can see he's taking damage from recoil, and that fight goes much easier than I expected. Alright, so this next fight I was expecting a MODOK until I hopped in here. No persistent charge, so I'm sitting at the computer, punching in the stuff into the opponent calculator, flipped over to the guy's profile, and he had a Red Hulk in there. So I was reasonably confident this would be Red Hulk, so I went in with Blade, just kind of telling myself, don't hit into his block, because the node still has explosive personality, so if I hit into his block too many times trying to bait a special attack, it's going to kill me. So he gets a few hits in there. I don't know what happened, if I missed a parry or what. But, again, Red Hulk is a villain, so I've got Danger Sense bonus. The bleed damage on here is just awesome. just continuously baiting out the special one. I fought this guy many times practicing a labyrinth, so I've got his animations down pat, and he goes down without an issue. All right, so next up is a 6-star unduped skill champ. It's either Kingpin or Korg. I punch in the stuff into into the Scouter Lens tool, and it comes up Korg. Or, I'm sorry, it comes up Kingpin. So I'm like, all right, well, I will go in with Blade because I pretty much have to, if it's Kingpin, use Danger Sense. And well, it's a Korg. So I don't know if the Scouter, I don't know if I punched in a number incorrectly or didn't hit enter or what, but this was probably my own fault, and you can see I'm barely damaging, and I think near the end of the fight here, I just end up just quitting out because I know it's going to be a death either way if I time out or straight up die. I didn't want to waste my boost time finding out. So so right here, yeah. So he's already healed up to max again, and I just quit out. Go back in with Void. So he's unduped, which means he will not be shrugging off my parry stuns. He won't be shrugging off my debuffs either. I don't have to worry about Thorns damage, so I can pretty much play this normally. I don't necessarily have to bait out the heavy, although I don't want to hit into his block and raise that crowd excitement level up. I do want to try and raise him up over his special 2. Special 1 is still pretty tricky for me. I haven't gotten it down yet. Once in a while, I'll get it right. Other than that, I've got 2 Petrifies up already, so the regen is going to start killing him between the Petrifies and the other debuffs that I have up. And from here, it's pretty much just like every other time I've fought Korg. Really without the Thorns damage, Korg isn't that big of a problem, I think, for me anymore. And even with the Thorns damage, it's just damage that you're going to take on the first hit of every combo if you do medium, light, 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 light. Other than that, as you have to watch when he's duped that you only hit him with your S1 when his shield is down. Otherwise, he's going to not only shrug off the debuff, but gain another rock stack, and then the shield is going to be up for even longer. So go back in for one final combo, and Korg goes down. Void, still almost at max health. Really wish I would have taken an extra 10 seconds or so on the Scouter Lens tool, so I could have gotten that correct. Would have saved us and me a death. It didn't really matter in the end result of the war, but I'm usually pretty hard on myself for these things, and I felt really bad. I just died the previous war, and then I made a stupid mistake and went in with a wrong champion this war and dropped another death. So I like to pride myself on being as close to automatic on my path as it gets. And our battle group is, without being too modest, our battle group is pretty consistently the lowest deaths among the 3 in war. So it's kind of a point of pride for us all, and every death counts. So, but it is what it is. I think this season and last season, I haven't really felt the pressure as much as I did in my previous alliance. In my previous alliance, that was my first kind of experience with playing at Tier 3, Tier 2, Platinum 3, Platinum 2 level. And every war, every fight was completely nerve-wracking, and I think that contributed a lot to my my performance. But I think I've kind of gotten used to fighting at this level, and my death count last season, I think I only died twice all last season in like the second war. My deaths have gone up this season, but I felt more comfortable overall. So, I'm not, stomach's not having butterflies whenever I go into a fight. So that's it for my path. I ended up talking through that whole Green Goblin fight. So we did take the victory from R0516. That brings our season record to this point up to 7 and 4. So I think a win in the final war might bump us up to Platinum 2. At the very end, maybe, maybe not. Otherwise, it seems like we've assured our place here in Platinum 3. So we'll see what happens last war. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.